Alright, what is going on YouTube? Adonis coming back at you with a brand new video, and today we are going to be looking at some budget beasts here in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Yesterday I released my no money spent beasts that I think you guys should target, and those players are all ranging between like 100 and 250k. Again, targets for no money spent players, but I understand that sometimes you just don't have all that many coins, like me right now sitting with 53k. And so I think that this video will be good to sort of get you guys an idea of who could be like good value adds for your squad at this point in the year. Now, obviously, I'm at the tight end page. We're going to start off with tight end. Nice and easy. I mean, we do get a free Michael Mayer, who's a very good card. He's standing at 6'4", you know, a little bit taller than Chigo Okonkwo. He's got a little bit more speed. Generally speaking, Mayer is going to be a good solid card, but if you're looking to purchase a tight end for like around 60k, Okonkwo is definitely a good card to have, especially if you're going to go into like heavy single back, you know, looks or something along those lines, an I-form look. Having Chig and Mayer on the field at the same time can be an absolute game changer for you. Definitely recommend picking up this card. Now, coming over to wide receiver, obviously we have like the Kadarius Tonys and the Christian Watsons of the world, but I think Quentin Johnston actually is a very solid card, sitting around like 80 to 90k right now, so he's below that 100k threshold, and he's got 85 speed. He's also 6'4". Yeah, his route runnings aren't that great, but I mean, huck it up to this dude and he'll probably come down with a catch. Very solid card that I don't see a lot of people rocking, that I genuinely feel like could be kind of a game breaker at certain times. You know, if you're looking to replace like a John Mechie or someone like that, this card would be phenomenal to add to your squad. Now, yesterday I did speak about Ken Walker. I think he's a very good budget option for you guys, but as we can see, he's not up on the auction block. I think honestly Saquon, I've come up against him quite a few times. Good card. Khalil Herbert's also a good card, but I think for halfback, honestly, you're gonna have to spend a little bit more coins, and that's all right. You know, if you want to go with Josh Jacobs, that's okay. If you want to go with Ken Walker, he's a great pickup, but someone like the Bus or Fred Taylor is also another, like, it's a really good pickup. Fred Taylor especially, very, very, very good card. Come up against him a number of times. Obviously a bit outside that 100k mark, so like my recommendation is Ken Walker. Halfbacks, to really see some good value out of them, you're going to be wanting to spend more coins this year on them this year, and Fred Taylor is an absolute unit. Now, moving to the defensive side of the ball, we have Sam Hubbard. I think he's honestly like a pretty decent card, right? He's got really high finesse moves, really high block shed, but he's a run stopper, which is bizarre. I don't know if he has any like really good traits, but I mean, these stats alone should make him like a very solid pass rusher. Don't know how he got the run stopper like archetype, because this is again much more of a pass rushing type of player. But 88 block shed on an 85 overall that's going for like 100k is a very, very solid, you know, like price point. If you stick this guy on the edge, I'm sure he'll do work. If you stick him inside, I'm sure he'll also do work, being that he's not like super small, right? He's 6'5", 265. Definitely a good value add for you guys at left end if you are looking for someone that can get after the quarterback. Now at right end, we have Felix Anaduke Uzama. He honestly, I mean, he's up for 150k right now. That could just be because I'm on PC. He usually sits closer to like 80 or 90k. But this card is really good, you know, very high finesse moves, really low block shed. We see cards like this all the time. D Ford is a player that comes to mind. He always gets like decently high overall cards, has really low block shed, but still screams at the quarterback. 81 speed is enough to get the job done for this guy. If you stick him inside, he is not going to get any pressure. I do need to say that. You need to have this guy on the edge if you're going to go ahead and pick him up. But for 100k, I mean, this card is definitely going to be able to get it done. Between like him and Sam Hubbard, I would definitely choose Hubbard over him. But if you need a cheap right end that you're looking to stick on the line, this guy can definitely get the job done. Now, coming over to defensive tackle, we've got a number of options here. As you can see, we've got like Jerron Reed, Jalen Carter. None of those cards are really like that interesting to me. Rakeem Nunez-Roches is actually a decently interesting card, but I think Javon Hargrave is probably one of the better adds that you can make at this point in the year. Having that decently high block check combined with the finesse moves, his 88 overall, by the way, plays like crazy. If you guys have not like watched gameplay of that, go watch it. But being as he is a pass rushing defensive tackle, I speak about this in almost all of my videos. This is a card that if you add him, you will immediately notice that your pass rush gets significantly better, because pass rushing DTs are very rare, right? Usually you're going to get just big old guys that are going to clog up the run, but this guy is built to get after the quarterback. Having decent speed on him and just being able to force pressure from the inside out is something that a lot of people don't do. And if you have Javon Hargrave, you'll be able to just make quarterbacks' lives a living hell. Definitely recommend picking this card up. Coming in at left outside linebacker, it's a player I talked about in my last video, but Odafe Owe is just a very solid overall card. This is again again, gonna be a guy that you want to stick on the edge. He's gonna be able to get like off of blocks decently well. I don't know what it is about this card. I don't know why he gets the animations that he does, but he just plays very well. Definitely recommend picking him up. He's on the cheaper end right now, sitting close to like 60k. Absolutely would recommend him if you're looking for a final like edge rusher that would be solid. In my opinion, you probably want to save up a little bit more for a defensive lineman, but if you're looking for a cheap plug and play player, then Odafe Owe can definitely be that guy for you. All right, our right outside linebacker pick is again a little bit over our budget. Again, could just be because I'm on PC. He's usually sitting closer to like 100k, but Lawrence Taylor's 85 overall is freaking unbelievable. I mean, look at this card. 86 power moves, 86 block shed with 83 speed. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, his full card plays unbelievably well, and this card I have to assume plays just as well. I mean, not obviously just as well, but like pretty decently well. I mean, Lawrence Taylor cards are always amazing, and I would definitely recommend picking this one up if you guys are looking to spend a little bit more to get a little bit more solid of a player. This is definitely a good direction to go in. At the cornerback position, I spoke about this in yesterday's video, so I'm not going to speak about it again, but Adoree Jackson and then our boy Charles Woodson's like low overall elites card. Both of them are very solid. Adoree Jackson super fast, Charles Woodson very fast and has really good cover like skills and cover attributes. So again, if you want a little bit more knowledge about those guys or want to know what I'm speaking about a little bit more when it comes to them, go ahead and watch yesterday's video. But both of them are very serviceable cornerbacks. Would definitely recommend picking either of them up. At free safety, we've got like John Johnson and we've got Joey Blunt and all these guys. I think Joey Blunt's probably definitely going to be the better of the two. If I'm not mistaken, John Johnson's got like 83 speed, 84 speed. I mean, just like a painfully slow player at this point in the year. Joey Blunt's a little bit faster. I mean, maybe, I think 1 speed faster. Yeah, 1 speed faster, a little bit taller, a solid user card, just plug and play, kind of just get him in there. He's going to be decent for you, but at free safety, I would spend a little bit more coins than this in all honesty, and I spoke about that in yesterday's video. So if you want a more expensive option, definitely go check that out. At strong safety, there's a number of options we can go with here, but Deshaun Elliott is a card that I've come up against quite a bit. Very solid, very comparable to like a Grant Delpit type of card. Obviously not nearly as tall as him, but 6'1", 210 with 85 speed. Very good zone cover skills. This guy at your user spot is going to be a very solid card. Would definitely recommend picking him up if you're looking for a user or for someone to just go and play that deep third of the field for you. And then coming in at our middle linebacker spot, I don't use middle linebackers, but I've come up against Trenton Simpson a number of times, and this card plays phenomenally. He moves really well because he's under that like 245 build, I guess you could say, because he only weighs 234, but 85 speed with 87 hit power and 78 zone on a middle linebacker is very solid. If you're going to use her a card, this would probably be it. But again, I don't use middle linebackers or any linebackers in coverage because they don't animate. But that's pretty much going to be the video for you guys. Some nice budget beasts. Also, Trenton Simpson comes in at like around 100k, just a little bit below. So some nice budget beasts for you guys. Obviously, we're getting to that point in the year where we're kind of waiting for more content to like come out, waiting for a little bit more of a trickle from EA in terms of like usable lower overall cards, which they should be coming out with more soon. I'm kind of hoping. The content has been a little bit slower than I would have liked for the start of Madden, but we've got the Halloween promo coming up, and then after that we will have the Thanksgiving promo, which is always a blast. Always a lot of good cards in both of those promos. So if you guys did like this video, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.